been a long day. Always and now, right back where you did this.
All right, Charlie Puth.
Oh, sorry.
Family.
Charlie Puth. Family?
Family.
Chill out, Vin Diesel.
I know.
We back. We back.
Chris, what's his name? Walker? Chris Paul?
Paul Walker.
Paul Walker.
You're there. You're there.
Jake Paul.
Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley.
We're going to get there. We're going to get there.
No, we're starting there.
No, but hey, we're back. Brothers of the World podcast. It's been a minute, and I know you've missed our faces, our voice, especially mine. But, you know, my co-host.
I know I'm the good one to look at.
Hey, show him the cap. Is that the cap you got from this?
Yeah, we went to UFC 265.
We were at 265, guys. I'll leave a couple of videos that we got at the end of the, just so you can see that we were there. Just so you know, we were at the arena.
I yelled at Kevin Holland. You yelled at John Morgan. John Morgan gave you the thumbs up. Remember that?
I was like, hey, John.
Hey, John Morgan.
He just looks at me and goes like this. I'm like, all right. And then Bobby Green. Anyway, we'll get there.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, so I already said the spoiler, but we're going to dive in right now.
Jake Paul, Tyron Woodley. The only thing that matters, we're going to start off.
The greatest fight of our livelihoods, man.
The greatest thing that we've ever seen.
The only thing that matters.
I'm going to kill myself.
This fight. Don't kill yourself.
I'm going to kill myself Monday morning. As soon as I get the next podcast out, I'm dead. Sorry.
Please, let's. He's joking, guys, obviously.
Yeah. We don't
promote suicide, but although this fight, guys, Johnny, let me ask you a question, bro. I don't even want to talk about win or loser yet. Do you think this fight is it gonna go? Like, is it gonna be a tough, grueling fight, or is it gonna be one of those one-hitter quitters?
No, I think either way, both of them are getting stopped early. And honestly, like, if it does go all the rounds, I feel bad for Paul because I don't think Tyron Woodley is just gonna get beaten up for a full 8 rounds. I think if it goes to a decision, it's gonna be Tyron.
What is the
beating
rounds
up.
on here?
I think it's 8 3-minute rounds. Jake Paul's been saying that it was Woodley that wanted 6 2-minute rounds.
Isn't that kind of like amateurish though?
No, I think that's like the lowest level of professional. But I'm not sure.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Because I think it goes 8, 10, and 12. What?
How many rounds of what?
8 minutes for or 8 rounds, 3 minutes.
3 minutes? Yeah, I mean, because the highest level of boxing, they fight at 12, right?
12-3.
Yeah, 12-3. Yeah. So that's why anytime I hear 8 rounds, I feel like. That's kind of,
No, I think it goes 8, 10, and 12 for professional.
I mean, Woodley's professional boxing record is 0-0, and then we're looking at 3-0 Jake Paul, who's 3 first-round knockouts, bro. The problem child.
I think we know
who
he's
came up with that
for.
fucking name for him, bro? Like, but
you know what, man? Between him and Logan, some pretty cool nicknames. The Maverick and Problem Child.
Was that bestowed upon them, you think, or was that?
No. It was it's like my nickname. I gave it to myself, And we're a bunch of douchebags.
I thought we just called you J Red on the spot.
No, remember I got up and I was like, "Yo, they call me J Red Monster," and then Armstrong was like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna call you J Red Monster." Remember? Yeah, shout out Armstrong.
You said J Red Monster, and then I'm like, "No, it's Monster."
Yeah.
You need more own stuff.
Yeah, but the point is that if you give yourself your own nickname, you're a real big douchebag,
and nobody fucking likes you.
Yeah.
And we'll leave it at that.
You have a real trouble.
So let's get back into the chosen one versus the problem child. You already said there's going to be a grueling fight, a long one?
No.
One-hitter quitter?
Yeah, it's going to end probably in like the second round or third round.
If you had to put money on it, it's going to be one of those. So you're betting the under.
Yeah, betting the under for sure.
I wonder what the odds on the over-under looks like. Me, I see this playing a lot like Rocky IV.
Who's Drago? Is the white blonde guy Drago?
Jake Paul is Drago. He's just okay. I'm going off of size matchup. Mm-hmm. He's coming in the bigger guy. Woodley. He's only fought at 170, right?
Yeah, and then Woodley's looking leaner than ever.
That's what I'm saying. So Woodley he's gonna have to go for that endurance. Work the body rock. He's gonna have to push him into those late rounds. And honestly, I don't see him. If he does knock out Jake Paul, I see it late, maybe 6, 7, 8, around there. What if it's like a Tyson Fury Deontay Wilder 1, where Woodley's getting beat the whole fight, and then he just knocks that one, and then Jake Paul just comes up, like Undertaker, like yeah.
It'd be like a OJ trial, bro.
Yeah.
He's gonna fucking kill him,
dude.
Yeah.
God.
Hey,
So-
did you hear that OJ's afraid to live in LA because he's afraid to run into Nicole Brown's killer? God, you gotta fucking, you can't write this shit.
Dude, this guy.
In the first half, I'm not gonna lie.
You gotta be in the first half.
I know when you said, because I've heard that before, but when you said he was scared and then you finished it with that, I'm like, oh my God, he can't. Dude, he literally has, what is it, Mike, with people on YouTube where they believe their own bullshit? Compartmentalizing. He really, I think he's tricked himself into believing he didn't commit those murders.
I mean, he wrote a book
Right?
that, I think he wrote a book that said, if I did it,
But
and
the
it's
I
the I.
No, the letter I is like,
Is it
not
like his
italicized, but it's
If is really, really small on that book.
If I did it?
Podcast where they're talking about that
God
book.
damn it.
And it's, yeah, bro, he did it.
oh yeah, 100%. But he's scared of the killer.
That's the podcast.
He's scared of looking in the mirror. He's like, oh, there he is. Or like a puddle in the his reflection in the puddle.
Guys,
He's right there, officer.
guys, you know we're describing that SpongeBob episode, right? Where he's afraid of his own fucking, his own reflection. Yeah, Tyron Woodley's gonna win this by knockout, 3rd round. No ifs, ands, or buts.
I'm
about it.
going Jake Paul. No, fuck that shit. No.
Okay.
No. I mean, I follow UFC, MMA. I consider myself a diehard, a hardcore, if you will. Don't call me a casual. Don't look at me with those casual eyes, you motherfucker.
I mean,
Don't you fucking. Okay, anyway.
But bro, even if you look at it just from a numbers standpoint, who the fuck could pick this guy to win?
Jake Paul?
Yeah.
Jake Paul is the favorite, though.
In whose eyes? Where?
Vegas, yeah. Caesar's Palace. The real Caesar's Palace.
The real one.
The real one, yeah. Anyway, guys.
I'm trying to make sense of that, bro. I don't even know.
Okay. Mike, what's your opinion on it? How do you see this
I'm
fight?
just seeing maybe the sheer amount of money or the sheer amount of people that are putting money down on it. What do you think they're gonna say the fucking odds are? They want everybody to bet on this motherfucker.
Yeah. Definitely the numbers are probably more skewed towards Jake Paul so that we get more betting.
Who did Woodley fight in the fucking MMA?
His last 4? Luke.
Fuck his last 4. Who did he fight all together?
Wonder Boy.
Names under your record. I think that's worth
Twice.
way more than some Vegas odds.
No, you're right.
And we're on your side.
I know.
But here are the
It's in my
facts.
mind.
He's only
Yeah.
okay. Jake Paul. He's 6'2". He's a true 205er.
He's huge.
He's big. Woodley's only ever fought at 170, and he is only 5'9". So those, I mean,
Okay,
size has a lot to do with it.
That has a lot to do with it.
But there's got to be a humongous skill differential gap even between both.
Boxing
of them.
is a lot. Okay, training for a boxing fight does not prepare you for an MMA fight. You know what I'm saying? The sports are completely different. If you train boxing, you might even be hindered, if you will, like in a UFC fight.
But that goes back to what something I said earlier.
The striking is different.
No, Tyron looks better than he ever has, even in MMA.
Chiseled.
He looks super thin. Yeah, man, out of freaking.
Granite.
I was gonna go marble.
Marble, granite, ice, you name it.
But yeah, and then in that interview I was telling you about, he looks super focused. Seems like he's going in here with a big ass chip on his shoulder. He was working with fucking Mayweather and.
Oh, I got something to talk about.
Go ahead.
Oh wait, the Mayweather thing. That's something good to bring up. Wasn't he working out with like Roy Jones too? I don't know.
He's been working out with a couple.
All the famous black African American boxers are helping this guy succeed. You know, they brought in Mike Tyson. They got Evander Holyfield. They
brought Muhammad Ali out of the grave.
I know. Hey, his grandson's fighting now.
Oh yeah,
That's a different story.
Yeah, I saw that.
So anyway, though, the question I was going to bring up, so let's say, in theory, Woodley gets the job done. He wins. Jake Paul is now 3-1. Is Jake Paul's boxing career, ashes?
Fuck
Or does he rise like the phoenix?
I want you to flap your wings. Do it again, but flap your wings. Rise like the phoenix.
I can't.
I think it's probably over. I don't, because the only way
He still has to fight
loses-
his brother, right? Like that's
Is YouTube gonna end?
No.
YouTube. Yeah, YouTube is done.
What's the promotion called? His new Triller?
No, now
this
it's
is Showtime.
now it's Showtime. Now
Yeah,
they got.
but that other promotion,
Oh.
is that going anywhere?
Well, no, they're doing the Anderson Silva fight.
Who, Triller?
Yeah, they're doing that one.
Really?
Or are they doing the Vitor Oscar de la Hoya one?
I think it's Vitor Oscar de la Hoya.
Okay.
I mean, they're still around, but is anybody really gonna watch Vitor versus Oscar de la Hoya? Yeah, we are.
I feel like collectively, though, as an MMA community, if Tyron gets the job done, everybody's gonna say,
Oh yeah, if Ben
We're not
Askren
gonna-
would have got the job done, it would've
yeah, nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody. Okay, people are tuning in. Obviously, this is like back in the day when I used to watch when GSP was at the top. I never liked GSP style.
Yeah.
But I would always tune in to see this is the guy that's gonna beat him.
Yeah.
And it never happened.
Exactly.
But the thing about that was a real fighter. This is Jake Paul. We hate him. Now, like, it's not that I didn't like GSP at the time. I really don't like this fucking guy.
Hey, and you know what? Props to Jake Paul. I'll give props to Jake Paul because
Before
he.
you start on that, I want to say, somebody get this video in front of Jake Paul, please.
Props
Get this video in front of Jake Paul.
to Jake
mail it
Paul
in.
because
VHS.
he knows that if he goes out there and loses, he becomes fucking Bart Simpson from the Simpsons movie, and all of it tied to the pole, and we're just gonna laugh at him all day. You know what I mean? Especially, and it's a great heroic moment for Tyron Woodley. Tyron Woodley, 3rd round knockout, man.
Yeah, they were gonna have to send him to the White House if he wins or some shit. You know, like
Yeah.
the Medal of Honor. and
Well,
some
Biden's
shit.
not gonna have him in there.
Well,
Biden's
he'll
a
be
little-
asleep.
Biden's a little.
I would be looking the wrong way.
He'll be shit. He's like, sir, I'm part of Secret Service.
All right, but we're not political.
Okay.
Yeah,
anyway.
This isn't about politics.
Anyway, what about Khabib's comments on?
Well, I don't know. We just came here to talk about Tyron Woodley and Jake Paul. Make sure you like, subscribe.
Like, subscribe,
Comment,
guys. Do all
we
that
out
good
there, you know
shit. Go Tyron Woodley. We out, baby.
Yeah, we out. Yeah.
Wait, we're not done.
No, we're not done.
Wait, there's
Last
more.
long shot, guys.
Wow, guys, I was completely caught up in the fucking black hole, which is Tyron Woodley, Jake Paul, and I completely erased every other fight.
Back
Like,
on.
promotion.
I can't look at that shit.
I know, I was caught in the web, guys. I wasn't strong enough, but now I have risen. I have been enlightened.
We're not talking about Risen. We're talking about one championship and the fight that's going on at the top.
Oh, you see that?
I saw your defense, bro. I saw your defense. Yeah, one championship has a dude fighting in
we're
the
talking
main
about one
card.
championship?
Yeah, for real.
Okay.
And his name is Sitsong Pinong against Sanchai. We know who Sanchai is.
Sits on Pinon?
That's his real name. Now, don't be racist now.
Is he Korean, South Korean?
No, that's Vietnamese. It has to be.
It's red bar, white bar, blue bar, white bar, red bar. That's the flag.
Chinese
Dude,
Taipei, Taiwan.
You ignorant Americans.
You don't even fucking know, you piece
No,
of
I
fucking
don't.
dog shit.
We're not talking about.
Subscribe to me.
No. Tim Kennedy wouldn't like it anyway. Wait, it has red, white, and blue?
It does. Have
It's
red-
good enough.
It's all red, white, and blue. But no, we're not talking about one championship. We're talking about UFC Fight Night. Edson Barboza versus Giga Chikadze, baby.
Spinning wheel kick versus the liver shot.
Ooh, the Giga kick. Mr. Giga Chad himself.
Wait, who's gonna land their kick first?
Edson Barboza, and that's why he's gonna win.
Like, if
Boom.
these guys are Pokemon characters, this is that go-to move. It only has 5 for 5. You can only throw it, like, a certain amount of times.
Last bird.
Blast burn.
Blast burn,
Yeah,
that's a good
yeah. No, but that's why Edson Barboza is gonna win.
Gyarados. What?
That's why Edson Barboza is gonna win because he's gonna be out here using quick attacks. They only land 40% damage, but
they land
they'll add
first.
up.
They skip his turn.
No, they don't skip his turn.
They don't?
No, you just land first.
But you land first.
But in John Anik's term, it's gonna be investments. He's gonna go throwing that leg kick. Edson
We were
Barboza
there
early.
We were there to see Barboza, his last win at 262 when he
Yeah.
knocked out Burgos in one of the most
Weird.
if you can say, dude, this is a loss for words. It's never happened before. It was like it was a delayed reaction knockout. Never seen it. Burgos got knocked out, right?
We see him with the body shot, but this was to the head. We see him with the body shot to where like the guy's like, ooh, he
landed
takes
1-2,
takes a
boom.
step back and goes, oh.
But what
crumbles.
really knocked out Burgos was the fence.
Yeah, man, that was honestly scary to watch, especially live.
Yeah.
It was like we saw his.
It
head.
kind of looked like someone who goes on scale during a bad weight cut and ends up fucking stumbling.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it looked like.
Or it looked like in Scary Movie 2 where the ghost jumps out of his wheelchair to attack.
One of the
and then
last
you
good
fall
parody
down.
movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, Scary, grab my good hand. Anyway,
Give me the other hand. I can do it myself.
give me the other hand.
I swear to God, I'm fucking
Yeah, great scene. Shout out David, whatever his name is.
the cup with the string. He's like, we gotta spend all our money on
So nothing against Barbosa, guys, but I'm gonna have to go with Giga because I like to choose fighters on the rise. I'm choosing him. Now, I don't think he's going to knock out Barbosa with the Giga kick. I feel like he will land it, but it's not going to be the one that puts him down. I feel this round goes all 5. I'm going to Giga, and it's going to be, let's go 49-48. Boom, Giga.
49. You're going decision?
The whole 5.
Wow. No, I think Edson Barboza is going to finish him in the 3rd round again, bro. I think I'm going to say...
Delayed reaction knockout?
I think I'm saying the exact same thing for Tyron Woodley.
What if he's mastered that? It's like Dim Mak, right?
No.
The 1 punch, 1 kill.
Is that like Dragon Ball Z moves?
No, it's like ancient,
Wolfgang
like
fist?
Chinese, Japanese. It was like the 1 hit, you're dead.
Yeah,
Kill Bill.
Yeah.
So anyway, I feel like he's mastered that, but in a way, like, he'll hit you, and then you don't feel it till later. Like, Burgos, what if he's learned that? And now let's say he gets, like, he's known for the delayed reaction knockout. Like, Burgos is just the start. I don't know.
Edson Barboza, I think he's going to be able to land a whole lot more shots. I think Giga Chikadze is out here sipping on his own tea, drinking his own Kool-Aid, because he's out here saying that he's the best striker in the whole UFC. He's saying he can take out Max Holloway. I think your boy needs to chill out, man.
What's his name?
Giga Chikadze. Giga Chad.
Jordanian, right?
Yeah, I think he's from Georgia. But yeah, man, he's really hyped on himself, and I think Edson Barboza is the perfect test to see just how good your striking is, especially with all your kicks.
I would agree.
And once again, fucking Edson Barboza is talking about how he used to have to eat food. I saw in a recent interview, he used to have to eat food to make sure he fills out that 155 weight class, and now that he's made a complete change to his diet, the dude looks even skinnier coming down and weighing in again. I gotta go with Edson Barboza. Even though he's been more of a vet, it seems like he's changed his life and made a bunch of different corrections.
Giga's no spring chicken either. Even though he's more relatively new to the UFC, he's also like 32.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. I mean, because he's only 13-2 in MMA, it seems like he's a young guy.
You know, like he's
33.
He's been kickboxing more. He's kind of like reminds me of Circle Gainer. Cyril Gahn. You know, that's just our insider. Anyway, guys, we got some tough fights, bro.
Dude, did you watch the season? Yeah, I know you watched the season. We were talking about
what season?
Yeah. Season of Tough 29?
The most fucking manufactured, what is it? Season of coaches wanting to fight each other.
Hey, Volkanovski, there's like nothing going on. Can you get down into a Speedo and just sit down on top of his...
And put a lot of clocks.
Put a lot of clocks, man.
Because he's late.
Let's just make this bubbly.
Brian's always late to stuff, so put clocks.
If anybody knows me, I will defend Tough forever. But God, this season was pretty lame.
Like, why couldn't we have Masvidal Covington, man? Like, that one would have been some... That's not... You don't have to manufacture shit. These guys have a fucking storyline already about... You know, friends turn enemies, turn, you know, this, that. They fight in welterweight. Anyway.
And then I heard Dana say that we're not getting a Tough till next year. Between
After
Tough
this shit, I don't want to hear about Tough for a while.
Between Tough and Contender Series, he says that we're just eating up all the regional MMA, so he's going to actually slow down on it. So that, to me, that sucks because I felt like
MMA a chance.
I feel like we waited so long for Tough to come back.
We're going to start our own regional MMA promotion one day.
What are we going to call it, bro?
Travis Fighting Championships.
Travis Fighting Championships. TFC? Yeah. You know what? I'm down with it. Just to call it TFC.
I'm down with that because it rolls off the tongue and the confidence.
Wait, is there a Titan?
My name.
What do you mean? What is it called?
Is there?
Dumbass.
Isn't there a Titan Fighting Championships?
Yeah. Who gives a fuck? Yeah.
Okay. I like TFC.
It's not called Titan Fighting Championships. It's called Travis Fighting.
You know who we can get to fight for TFC, bro? The Urbina brothers, one of which is fighting in the finale in the co-main event of this weekend's UFC fight card to try and get that Tough 29 championship.
He kind of filled in on a whim because he did lose the last episode to Tresean Gore.
Black Darren Till.
Who sat him down like 3 times and knocked out Urbina in the second round. But Tresean had a leg injury. Urbina fills in on short notice, right?
Yeah, I think it was announced last week.
Yeah, it was. I mean, who knows how long this injury? Maybe they were hoping Tresean could recover, but a week or 2 ago they said, Urbina, you're back in there. Get in there.
Get in there. And he'll be fighting Brian Battle, who was the last pick for that weight class. But he looked really fucking good, man. He's one of those fighters that it seemed like he benefited from being on Tough and learned a lot of shit.
Fuck yeah, bro. Because let me tell you this about Brian Battle. No hate, but whenever they would show his, okay, they did this to every fighter. Before he had his first fight, they would show fights from them in regionals.
Yeah.
And I would see Brian Battle's fight in regionals, and he just didn't look all that.
Just nothing but hooks.
Yeah, it just didn't look like he really liked the sport, or like didn't really, he's a good fighter, but he didn't really have like the skill. But throughout this Tough season, he showed significant skill, or an increase of skill, especially in his last fight against Petrosky, where did he darce him?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, but he's looked good. He's a big body. Do I think any of these fighters? How old is Battle?
I'm not too sure, man.
I mean, I think they're all in their 20s, so they have
somewhere around there.
Although I don't really, I like fighters to come into the UFC like in their late 20s. Like I feel like Urbina, he's 26. I feel like unless you do like a Sean O'Malley where you just fight cans, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Which I don't, remember how we talked about this? Like Sage Northcutt. Mm-hmm. If you jump in the UFC and you start fighting the dogs right away, you're gonna get fucked up and you're probably gonna get kicked out, or you're gonna have, the wherewithal to be like, you know what, maybe not.
I mean, but Sage Northcutt is such a weird one because he also had a winning record in the UFC. I know. It was like he didn't need to be cut.
He knew he couldn't beat the top guys yet.
And he probably got a lot more money to go to one.
But that's the thing with Urbina and Battle. Now, I don't think these guys are, of top 15 caliber yet. But it's going to be an interesting fight. They both stack up around the same height-wise. Both tall, lengthy dudes. I think Urbina will be better on the ground, but we did think Petrosky was going to be better than Battle on the ground. I don't know, man. It's going to be a good one. I like Urbina in this one. I mean, obviously, because he's a hometown guy.
Yeah, and just so that you know, Urbina is from Weslaco, which is what?
Literally that way.
20 minutes that way? Yeah. So
more that way, though.
Yeah, somewhere around over there.
Right now we walk in a beeline. Okay.
But yeah, I want Urbina to win as well. I really like Brian Battle throughout the whole season.
And you think he's going to win, too? Or you think Battle's going to come and soul snatch? If you got
Brian Battle looks like he's just been getting way too good.
If your last name's Battle, bro, you gotta fight.
You're a fighter.
You gotta battle, bro.
You're a battler. Or a warrior. Yeah.
Who was our other tough motherfucker that made the finals?
Well, yeah. After that,
Ricky
Turcios versus Brady Highstand. That's another finale because they did two weight classes, 135 and 185. I really didn't like Brady Highstand at all, man.
These are bantamweights?
Yeah. Ricky Turcios, I think we got two Texas boys in the finale because I'm pretty sure Ricky is from Houston, man.
Dude, Brady, bro? I just feel he fought the right guys.
Yeah, he fought his best friend, his fucking
Well, I mean, he did beat Murdoch, but Murdoch fought with an injury, right?
Yeah,
he was hurt.
Yeah, Murdoch didn't look as good as...
No, I think he fought with a leg injury.
Yeah.
Like, he just fucking... He did... What Urbina's fighter, remember Urbina in the first round was fighting that other motherfucker, but he got hurt and said, nah, I'm not fighting. But I think fucking Murdoch.
Yeah, he fought through it. He tried to.
Yeah, he tried to, and
And then it ripped as soon as the fight started.
Exactly.
And then in his first fight, in Brady's first fight.
He fought that guy that was like 42.
Yeah, and they were best friends that lived together or some shit, so they were just like, oh, don't hit me.
You got the right matchups, and I mean, that's sometimes, how the fucking...
That's how it be.
That's how the hand is.
That's how it be. But
he took that hand and he won, and he's there, but Ricky.
But Ricky Turcios, bro?
Ricky!
He seems like he's crazy.
Oh yeah,
he seems like he's mentally out of this world and fully into the MMA life. You know what I mean? Or fighting life.
This is for the children.
This is for the spirits, for the ancestors of mixed martial arts, and
for all the dead goats around. He says weird shit.
He says
this is for outer space.
He's definitely super out there.
Like, what is he talking about?
He's definitely super out. He's with
all the stars in the sky of the universe.
I like crystals like Cannoneer.
How do you beat that?
Huh?
You don't.
You don't, because also his striking style is literally all over the fucking place. He's throwing leg kicks, he's throwing high kicks.
He reminds me of a younger version, like young Diego Sanchez, who was like just in there like throwing like straights. Like he squared up with you and just...
More technical though? More technical?
Oh yeah, more technical.
Because he's throwing shit from all over the place.
He had the craziest fights in the house.
Yeah, super, super entertaining.
Yeah, he's going to be fun to watch. I think he's going to take the cake, because I don't really... Brady just seems like... I mean, he's not crazy. If you get a crazy guy with MMA and you fight a guy who's just like a regular guy with MMA, crazy
guy.
MMA guy.
Crazy guy for sure. But in the next fight, bro, I've always
This
been
where he fits in?
I've always been one of those guys that thinks Kevin Lee can be a future champ, bro.
Not against this boy.
Yeah.
You know I'm diehard D-Rod, man.
Die-hard D-Rod. Sounds a little bit gay, but we die we die hard D-Rod.
That sounds a lot of big gay.
If you mix up the words, it's like
I'm a diehard D-Rod. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're talking about D-Rod, the fighter.
Daniel Rodriguez.
Yes, Daniel Rodriguez, great fighter, very entertaining. Always fucking brings.
15-2 in the welterweight division.
This guy has lethal fucking weapons attached to his forearms.
It's like in one of these hands, he's got like a fire punch, and in this hand, he's got like a thunder punch. You know what I mean?
It's that scene from what is it, Anchorman?
I want you to fix my chopper before I stomp your goofy ass.
If you want to throw down in fisticuffs, fine. I've got Jack Johnson and Tom O'Leary waiting for you, right here.
Where he hits Jack Black with a burrito, and then they pull off to the side of the road, and Jack Black wants to fight him, and I can't remember the names. I'll show the clip right now, but he's like, I got Jack Weston and whatever, Jimmy Schmaltz, and you know, he names his fist.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna kick your dog off this bridge.
You broke the only thing I love. What do you love? And he's like, a glass of scotch. Oh, and my buddy Baxter.
My buddy Baxter.
Oh yeah? Well, now this is happening.
But yeah, fuck, man. Kevin Lee's gonna definitely try and get this to the ground.
And this is Kevin Lee's first fight at 170, am I?
No. He fought RDA. Remember at 170? He's had, I think, 2 now. Hasn't had an easy.
I mean,
fight.
his last fight wasn't it against fucking Charles Oliveira? Or no? When was his last fucking fight?
I'm pulling up his record right now. It was against Charles Oliveira. You're right.
And that was at fucking lightweight?
No, that was at 155. But he did fight
fucking idiot!
No, he went up and fought RDA.
This guy sucks!
UFC on ESPN plus 10. He fought RDA.
At welterweight?
Yeah, at welterweight.
Wow.
Yeah, because remember.
But you know, I wouldn't even consider that a welterweight fight because both these guys are traditional lightweights.
And RDA is back at 155.
Exactly. So now he's fighting a true 170. And you know, D-Rod could probably even make, you know, he could probably fight at middleweight if he wanted to. So that's the thing. He's fighting a big guy. D-Rod, I'm going D-Rod. And I think this is going to be a very entertaining fight. Possibly fight of the night. D-Rod slugfest knockout.
Yeah,
Boom.
I don't think Kevin Lee can finish D-Rod on the feet.
Fuck
I
no.
think he's definitely going to want to take it to the ground. And everybody knows that game plan. He's going to he's going to get that takedown defense, D-Rod. And I think it's crazy. He looks like he has wild striking, but it also seems like he slows it down.
Hey, don't you ever talk about my mother like that again. Don't you ever talk about my mother.
Okay, I know his mama got tickets to this fight. Andre Petrosky is coming in last minute.
The guy who battle beat.
Yeah, the guy who battle
fighting
beat
another newcomer.
got his UFC contract because he's coming in 10 days notice against Michael Gilmore. I have no clue who that guy is.
Kind of like a Montino thing. Speaking of Montino, did you hear he got a fight booked for October?
Yeah, the Lightning Zombie.
Is that what they're calling him?
No, but
That's
he's
what
got
you're
green
calling
hair.
him.
That's what I call him.
Okay.
I don't like that one.
I
You don't like that one?
Lightning zombie, kind of gay.
No, kind of.
Not like homosexual gay, just gay. It's gay. You know?
Zombie for sure though.
Zombie for sure. Yeah. Oh, okay. What about the Joker zombie?
I was thinking the chin magnet.
What about Suicide's 2014 Jared Leto's Joker zombie?
Chin magnet.
No.
No.
Chris Brain Damage Montino.
I like that. But yeah, Andre Petrosky's fighting Michael Gilmore. Hopefully the tough guy wins. I'd like Petrosky
He's
to.
tough.
Pretty tough guys. Okay.
I mean, I don't really know too much about this guy other than he's making his debut. The promotion, is he? What's his name? And I believe he's a foreign fighter, right? He's from.
Michael Gilmore. Yeah, he's coming from WXC 86.
Oh, so he's American. I mean, we know more about Petrosky. We know he's a tough fighter. I just think he had a bad weight cut when he fought Battle. I feel like he's gonna get the dub. He's, you know, he had a pretty good, you know, story behind him. I'm sure every MMA fighter does. You know, like my father died in a car crash. You know, I had to raise a family of 4. You know,
Born during the podcast.
you know, it's always like that.
I was born during the car crash. My twin brother was set on fire.
The fact is,
That's Austin Powers. Remember?
the fact is, we know Petrosky's story, so I'm going with Petrosky.
Yeah.
Wrestle fuck.
Me too. And we're not going to talk about the opening fight on the main card because all my homies fucking hate Gerald Mershaw. All of us.
GM3, baby.
GM3
Nah,
suck.
I like GM3, bro. You're a fucking asshole, dude.
And this is why the podcast is going to
And
end.
he's fighting the Uzbekistani. Hey, Sam Alvey's on the card.
Who?
Sam Alvey's on the card.
against a Brazilian named Wellington Turman. What in the fuck are they naming their children down in Brazil?
Isaac
It's
Hartfield.
so crazy.
Remember Isaac Hartfield?
Isaac Hartfield. Hey, shout out Mexico's own Isaac Hartfield, who came to our school in middle school and
No, high school.
High school.
He's way better than.
Very eccentric.
He was a way better receiver than some of our friends.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, but there's another name on there.
Sam Alvey, Abdul Razak Al Hassan versus Alessio De Chirico.
That one. Alessio's coming off of that knockout win over knockout of the year, Joaquin Buckley.
Yeah.
So he head kicked Joaquin Buckley into oblivion, and now he's fighting Abdul Razak Al Hassan, who's, I feel like, on a 3-fight losing skid. I remember he got knocked out by Chaos.
Isn't he from Fortis MMA here in Dallas?
And then he lost to another dude.
Dallas.
I'm not sure.
Texas, Dallas.
But I'm going to go with Alessio. I like De Chirico.
I just want to say that fight again, Abdul Razak Al Hassan versus Alessio De Chirico.
Any more? Ring a bell?
Justin Jacoby's going to knock out your favorite fighter, Darren the Dentist Stewart. Darren the Dentist, you know what, man? I talk a bunch of shit about him, but he out here fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting. Hopefully that boy's
He had to fight fucking Eric Anders twice and lose twice, but first one.
Hopefully his bank account is looking very sexy. Good shout out to fucking Darren Stewart.
I hope Jared Cannonier's bank account looks sexier in the coming weeks. Remember Jared Cannonier? Remember at the end of his fight, he was like, "I'm broke." Number 3 fighter in the world.
Well, dude, he spends all his money on crystal rocks. Of course he's broke.
I mean, he probably also on flight travel. You know, he lives in fucking Alaska, right?
Yeah, bro.
I bet you those flights aren't cheap.
It's not cheap.
Everything about that guy's personality.
Huh?
The fact that he lives in Alaska explains everything about his personality.
What, Jared QAnonier Cannonier? Love that guy. I love that guy. I was sad to see.
Articulate. I love listening.
Yeah, I was sad to see him beat Kelvin, but I really do like Jared Cannonier. That's it, bro.
Spider-Man trailer. Did you see it?
I'm not watching the Spider-Man trailer. Look at me in the eyes when I say that we need to uphold artistic integrity and not watch something that was not intended for us to watch. You motherfuckers that are out here hacking people's fucking shit and giving out trailers.
Okay. I don't know what you mean by that, but the trailer, although it was leaked, Johnny's saying there was never meant to be a trailer to begin with. But look, even though the trailer was linked, so that means the trailer was made to begin with.
That was given to Sony for approval. That's where it got leaked from. It wasn't.
I'm gonna settle this right now.
Settle it.
Fuck Sony. We don't need to fucking defend them at all. But at the same time, it's
I'm
the
not
same
defending
thing as
Sony.
a comedian working on material and somebody recording it and putting it out there as a finished product. So y'all are both wrong.
No, well, I'm right.
He
Kevin
said-
Feige said that we were not supposed to have a trailer, that he wanted to be, that he wanted
said
to.
this?
The dude that fucking created
The head of Marvel.
The head of
He
Marvel.
says,
the
like-
dude that's creating the movie.
That he didn't want a
That he
trailer at
didn't
all.
want a trailer at all for
Yeah,
the
I
fans to
respect
see.
that.
He doesn't own the IP to Spider-Man, though.
No,
Sony does.
I know, and that's okay. But I'm just saying I don't want to watch
Get
the trailer.
fucked!
I don't want to watch the trailer. I want to go in there completely blind and be going like, oh my god, Uncle Ben's in the movie.
You're a fucking Marvel fanboy.
Me too.
I like Spider-Man.
But he will not watch the trailer.
But I won't watch the trailer.
Which I respect that. And I was fucking the fucking fiending Marvel fan who was like,
Just how
I'll watch it in 120 quality, recorded. The thing was recorded, but
On a
also
recorded.
on a recorded. So it was twice recorded.
It was so bad. And that's also why I will not be listening to any Donda or listening to the
Has Donda come out yet?
Not yet. Supposedly it's coming out
I
this
already lost
Friday.
interest in the release date. I'm just like, when it comes out, it comes out.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm not listening to anything. I'm not doing anything. I'm waiting for it to come out so I can listen to
This
it
is
in
how I
my
want it
car
to be.
at 2 in the morning.
This is how I want it to be. I just want to be scrolling through music. I don't care if it came out 4 days ago. I just want to be scrolling and it says, oh shit, Donda came out. That's how I want it to be. Like, I'm at that point. I don't care if it came out weeks ago. When I find out, I find out.
I just want to listen.
And that's it, baby, for our return podcast. We haven't done one in 2, 3, 4, 5
Years.
And it's been a while, but now we're back.
It's been 86 years.
We've cracked the curse. We found the code. We loaded up the hard drive.
We manned the man.
We're going to war with the Taliban.
It's on, baby.
Hell yeah, bro.
Hell yeah.
World Podcast.
We out.
You're welcome. Like, subscribe.
No, we told them that at the fake exit.
Holy fuck.
That was a good podcast, guys.
That was good. Johnny, you kind of sucked, but I picked it up for us.
Hey, that's what we're here for.
I said.